Thank you for tuning in to Masterpiece Theater, a program on What the Show. My name is AJ Lancaster, and tonight we are watching
Moonfall!
I saw Wallace. I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead. I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show, and we are watching fucking Moonfall. My name is AJ Lancaster. I'm one of your co-hosts.
Hello, everyone. The Porgs are back. This we were just saying this is like the Deacon living room set. We still have to finish the stuff behind Mike, so everyone mind our unfinished gallery wall. But the Porgs are back in town. The Porgs are back in town. I got a Blinky cup. We're celebrating. Moonfall, let's go.
Yes.
I got glasses.
Oh, I'm ready. I have not seen the movie all the way to the end, so
You airplaned this one, right?
yep. This was the airplane on the way back from our June trip, I believe. Yeah,
That sounds
Don't
right.
worry,
it's not enough time.
Moonfall and Airplane, basically the same level of parody.
Oh,
This is a film
call
that,
me Shirley.
for anybody watching this for the first time, if you're watching this program, just tell me in the comments how. If you watch us and you haven't seen Moonfall, but Tom Ryman, former critic with Collider, once said, "If you're expecting to take this serious, it's all wrong. I came in to smooch the darkness and then giggle about it."
It's true. So that is very accurate.
So, we figured that tonight would be the most appropriate time. We know the Oscars are coming up, and it is going to win all 73 awards that it's nominated for. So,
In its second year.
second year in a row.
I don't know. It's now the Oscars just automatically go to Moonfall.
We understand, though, that there is a major event happening this weekend, and we are going to have to divert our attention to the major event happening this weekend. So we are here tonight to give a final salute to Moonfall. And
that would be helpful. Yeah.
oh
That
yes,
is true, Moose.
anybody who's watching right now who does not know, we will be competing on Benny and Moose Save America in a 90s family sports films movies and Moonfall.
And Moonfall. plus
Right.
Moonfall. I just want everyone to know that Mike Deacon makes the strongest dirty shirt.
Is that me or
That's
is them?
That's them, I think. The mega moon structure fell on the new Deacon home, and they are stuck in a time warp.
Oh no.
This
Those
hasn't happened before.
Like I think that we're already here. Like there's power stuff failing, and like it's gonna be the first one of these for the night. Because there's a lot of overlap with Phantoms and Moonfall, and then also technology goes out, so this is kind of their situation. But I wonder if they're still talking, thinking that we're not.
Yeah, that would be. They're already halfway done with the movie.
Let's see.
Well, that's either a good or a bad thing. See if I can provide some entertainment.
Remember when we thought that I was the one who wasn't going to make it tonight?
Yeah.
For anybody in the know, there was an ice storm in Nebraska.
Ooh, yeah, I'll tell you what this.
I have a 20-mile commute. And I made it 19.95 miles without an issue. However, turning onto my old side street, I was fine there. But turning into my driveway, I was going 8 miles an hour and hit a wooden fence in my front yard.
I made it all the way down the last storm we had like a few weeks ago. I got all the way through a crazy winding road. Oh, we can't hear you. We got all the way through like this crazy winding road. And then I get like to town. I'm going to work. And I think like I made it. And then I slip. My car slips going out of a roundabout. And I hit like a sign. But thankfully it was like a flexible sign that just like fell down. And I spun around in the road. Every car just stops and like looks at me. And I just back up and keep going. It's crazy.
Right.
There we go. I think
we're back.
Yeah, we just weren't verbally saying anything because you were in the middle of the story, so we didn't want to interrupt you. So I was just being like,
nice.
And I wasn't like actually saying we're back.
All right, so let's do this. So everybody in the chat, we're gonna get started. HBO Max has an ad on our end. We have it queued to 36 seconds. We have it paused at 36 seconds right now. I'm gonna give everybody a moment to get to the right spot. And
we'll give it 36 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey.
But not 37.
Oh.
Bethany, just watch.
There will be some Clerks rants tonight, even though we're watching Moonfall, so everyone just be prepared. During like the boring bits of Moonfall when they're not talking about mega structures.
So to finish my thought before we went dead, we're doing this tonight to celebrate the conclusion of the Moonfall cycle because tomorrow we go full blown into the Cocaine Bear cycle.
Cocaine Bear! It's going to be the new What the Show.
I gotta see that.
At least I certainly hope it will be.
It's not playing in the Big D though.
I'm so sad. We're going to go to one of the crap theaters. You don't get to see it in the big. We don't get to get the Big D tomorrow, guys.
The Big D doesn't work with too much cocaine.
No, apparently not.
Ain't that the truth?
Let's all do a countdown from 5. So I'm going to count down to 5, and everybody's going to hit play. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moonfall.
Ooh, we're starting off.
Oh wait, you just did it? I thought that was practice.
No, that was it.
All right, I'm behind. That's okay.
Just move up like 5 seconds, Juice.
This movie takes itself so seriously.
Okay, I think we made it.
Things are happening.
So for a movie to be as spectacular as this, it has to take itself. Like if it goes in there, like that's one slight fear I have with Cocaine Bear is that Cocaine Bear, I'm pretty certain is self-aware. This movie is not self-aware.
Yeah, but sometimes when they're self-aware, it's good.
If they're self-aware, if they're not like trying intentionally to be ridiculous, if they're just like this is ridiculous, that's cool. But if they're like let's do something like movie 43, no. But
this takes 12 years just to get through like who made the movie.
Because there's like 18 different financiers. Because like he didn't have a studio actually finance this. Lionsgate just pick it up.
Do you think
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think that this movie is an element of Roland Emmerich doing self-parody, but like he could also be oblivious, and I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's in on the joke at this point, or if he still is like, I'm making these very important disaster flicks. It's hard to say.
So long-time watchers of the show will know that I got extremely happy at the beginning of the movie, and it's about to happen now with the song choice that is at the beginning of the movie, because it is the song that I trolled my best man with at my wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh.
80s means danger.
Y'all ever wonder what Weezer was?
I finally started watching The Last of Us. Speaking of 80s means danger. Watched the first episode. That's as far as I've gotten. But it's good. Mike will not be continuing because it's not a Mike show.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I just finished the game and I'm 2 episodes into the show. I'm very, very excited.
I watch it every time as soon as it comes out, as soon as it drops.
Yeah, I'm gonna get caught up now that I finished the game, but
Yeah, so far so good. I'm a fan. I'm invested.
I got my mom watching it.
Oh,
She only watched like the first
Watch
20
it.
minutes and then of the first episode, and it took like a week to finish it. And then when she watched the rest, she was like, I had to keep it up. It's like, oh yeah, the daughter, blah blah blah, and then she's gone.
I bless the range down in Africa.
Mike's not here for the Last of Us conversation. He's here for Toto.
I'm the effects in this movie are so good.
Uh-oh, guys. Weird stuff starting to happen.
Oh, are the electronics cutting out? I'm sorry, but if the electronics are coming out, that's a Phantoms reference.
Oh, everyone, get a drink. How was Phantoms last night?
It's really good. It's basically this movie meets The Thing.
Affleck's the bomb in Phantom, yo.
Also, the villain is an amorphous, hyper intelligent black mass. So
The moon?
that's a Phantoms reference.
My God, so many drinks at the very beginning for Phantoms references.
Yeah, every time you see the black mass,
AJ, Moose has not seen this yet. Moose is unaware.
we're seeing the black mass right now. That's the
Yeah,
Phantoms
we're currently
reference.
seeing the Black Mass. Oh no! You turn down the movie a little bit. Just a hair.
Oh.
So our new setup here, we have a more spread out living room than we used to. So we moved our subwoofer because we were able to, and wow, does that make a difference?
How about that subwoofer? How about that bass?
Yeah, I'm not catching any of the background sound from you guys too, so that's awesome.
Yeah, the TV is much further away than it used to be.
Yeah, am I good too?
I actually
yeah.
can't hear it on anyone's end.
No.
I guess we are technically listening to the same thing anyway. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're all good, I think.
He's the best damn pilot they got.
So I just want to ask a question. Take time to think of it while you're watching this great film. But I asked Mike last night as we were watching Clerks, what is it about Clerks that you love? Like, why do you love this movie? And I'd like to hear, and also anyone in the chat, if you'd like to play along and answer, if you happen to be a Clerks fan, because always explain to me why you love it.
this is a great question.
I think it's a perfect slice of life film about all of the worst people.
Okay. Do you think it's one of those?
It feels very lived in its world. The dialogue feels very much of the time.
Do you think it's one of
a
those
slice of life.
situations where, and maybe I'm giving Kevin Smith too much credit, and I know that everyone loves Kevin Smith, especially my husband, so I'm not trying to not give him credit because I think he's a very good guy. Like we've gone and seen him live twice now.
I think you've seen him. You've seen him twice, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go watch. I mean, and boy, does that man love to talk. I'll go watch that man talk for 3 hours all day, every day. Like I love his nerd brain and all of that. But here's my question about Clerks. Do you think that if what is the word I'm trying to look for? Falls to kind of like Fight Club, where Fight Club, David Fincher knew that these people weren't good people, and he was trying to make a point about that. But then everyone that became obsessed with it was like, no, but Tyler Durden's the best. Do you think Kevin Smith intentionally was like, Dante's a shit person, but for some odd reason, all the nerds were just like, I want to be like Dante? Or do you think that Kevin Smith thinks, because I would think that from the ending, Kevin Smith knows that Dante's not someone you want to emulate, right?
Dante's a stand-in for himself. So yeah, it's kind of self-loathing. I think he's mentioned this.
Interesting.
Randall is Kevin Smith. More so.
Oh,
do you think?
So no, here's what it is. Randall is a combination of Kevin Smith and Brian Johnson, and Dante is there as kind of I'm trying to think of the right word, but he's there to be the person in the store but the character of Randall is based more off of a combination of Brian Johnson and Kevin Smith, because Kevin Smith was supposed to play Randall and realized he wasn't going to be able to direct and play the role at the same time. That's why he went and found Jeff Anderson.
Oh, interesting.
See, I find Randall more likable, even though he's also kind of a shit person. But he's like I said the other day, like he's more like you love to hate him, you know? So that's
Yes, I know way too much about the making.
Oh, this kid hates New Jersey. He's like Kevin Smith.
last night I was just like, maybe it's like a Fight Club thing. And again, I'm not even saying necessarily because all the people I know, like Mike doesn't like Dante. As far as I know, I mean AJ says I stick with it and I will like him more inevitably. Oh,
here we go, Mega
Structures guy. Yes, we love him. Sorry I took everyone for Moonfall for my Clerks questions, but then I was like thinking last night and I'm like, maybe it's just one of those things where like people interpreted it differently, but maybe all along Kevin Smith wanted to kill Dante originally. So maybe he thought he was shitty all along. I don't know.
I definitely think he thinks that, yeah. But yeah, I think part of its charm is just the fact that they're just friends that shot it in in a store. I think if it was like more produced, it would not have or if it was more produced, it would not have like an arm that it.
I said to Bethany before she even watched the movie, I said, I think that the making of Clerks is going to be more interesting to you than the movie itself. And if you have the Clerks X DVD, there is a document. It's probably on YouTube because most of the other ones are too. But it's literally the telling of the story of how Clerks was made. And it's part of the reason, we never really talked about this, but why I didn't like Clerks 3 the first time, because I knew all the jokes, because it's all based on the actual making of Clerks. I knew the punchlines before they happened.
Oh, I kind of
ruined Clerks 3 for me a little bit on the first watch. I liked it better the second time when I knew that was going to happen. But
if you didn't, because I watched
Okay,
Clerks,
real quick. This lady just
commentary
ordered
a
a
while ago.
pastrami madness. Look at her.
Yes.
I bet her house smells crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Just based off of that.
I'm still not quite sure, but he has a British accent, but he lives in America and his mother's American. Are we to assume his father is British? Was he living in England with a little bit with an American mother and then has moved to America? Never explained.
He just knew what movie it was in and didn't bother adjusting.
Like, I'm not going to put on an American
this.
accent for that.
It was originally supposed to be Josh Gad in that role.
Okay, that's a different movie.
Yeah. It originally was Josh Gad.
Is it a movie I want to see? Yeah. Yeah, I do want to see it. Halle Berry.
That's my favorite part is when the caller ID shows up on her phone and it's NASA.
NASA.
As if they have one phone line.
It's NASA calling. Here's her kid. Obligatory children I'm supposed to care about, will not care about. Sorry to say.
Part of a subplot that nobody cared about.
It's true. Halle Berry, though, man, hasn't aged a bit.
No, like Halle Berry you could have told me this was made in 2001, I would believe you.
True.
Good for her. Yeah, Betty will be interested. Betty might get way more interested in this movie now.
Well, it's at least saved to the contacts.
True.
But one phone line is only saved as NASA.
Yeah, so is that the only one that calls her, I guess?
But she walks in and NASA is this tiny little room.
Where are they? Just said. Where are they, in Texas or are they in Florida?
Texas.
Texas, okay.
Jeremy, we are at 12:47. 12 minutes and 47 seconds.
What I think is so insular about what's going on right now is that this movie came out months after Don't Look Up. And it's basically like
not
like
that
a
much,
parody.
like a month after.
It's just
Well, we saw it actually online because we got into an advanced screening like 2 or 3 weeks before it came out. We were just
Gay aliens found in UFO wreck.
Yep.
Hell
I
yeah.
think it was like 2 months, like total, maybe. Like that's crazy.
so when AMC
Also,
started.
why is his computer? So he has two computers.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
does.
that computer, and then he has the old school computer.
Yeah, the old school one. Yep, there you
So
go.
he's on both.
So what I was saying is that AMC did, like when they first started their, if you were the investor, that they gave you like perks. I don't remember if this was I think it might have been the very first movie that was like, you get to see this like 2 weeks early. You invested in AMC, you get to see Moonfall.
What a perk it was. Truly.
Fuzz Aldrin, hero.
Great name.
Hero, yep.
He has great at naming cats. I'll
He
give him
gets
that.
scritches. I love him.
Should I add Fuzz Aldrin to the heroes list?
Yes.
There's a case for it.
We haven't finalized the hero. The villains list is finalized, everybody, which is next week. The heroes list, we have too many names. We are going to have to narrow it down, but I will add them to the list.
I have the front cover.
We're not gonna have any repeats, right? Like we're not gonna have Johnny
Zero-
Lawrence and stuff back in.
Zero
or-
repeats. There are 0 repeats on
Zero
both
repeats.
lists. I looked
It's
into
like
it.
his jersey's been retired. Like he's already made it into the Hall of Fame, you know? So like he'll get recognition. All heroes will get recognition for being in the Hero Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But
So
a new inductee class will be
well, we haven't really discussed this. We'll just say this on air though, because it's fine. My thought is if you are in a bracket, you cannot be in the next year's bracket. You have to wait another year to go back into it. So you can't be in back-to-back years.
Unless you're in the heroes 1 year and the villains next.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's
totally
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There could be some face or heel turns for some of these.
Absolutely.
looking at you, Nate from Ted Lasso, whose bag charm I got today and a blind Ted
Oh,
Lasso bag
yeah.
charm.
So-
We looked at it at Target today because you know me, I see something Ted Lasso and I just have to look at it and buy it. So I see it and Mike's like, "Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." But it's a blind item. So he's like, "Is there anyone in here you wouldn't want?" And I was like, "Well, Nate, because you know of his heel turn or whatever." Spoilers, everyone. Sorry for Ted Lasso. And I was like, I mean, he'll probably be redeemed, but like, you know, right now he's a heel. So I was all like, that would be like the one person I wouldn't want to represent on my bag right now, you know? Everyone else in the pack I was into. And there were a couple exclusives you could have gotten, a couple chasers. So I'm in, right? I love a mystery bag. So he's like, all right, let's get it at Target in case anyone wants one. So I get it. And well, so I'm about to pick one out. And then I was like, no. You pick it out because like you always have better luck. Like anytime I make him pick like a mystery pack of like pins at Disney or like anything like that, he has much better luck than me. So I was like, you pick it out, you'll get someone good. You'll get like Roy Kemp for me or Coach Beard, you know, my faves. And he's like, okay. So he picks it out and he's like, I bet you money I'm gonna get you Nate. And I'm like, no, you always have the better luck. I'm impatient. The second we purchase it and get into the car because I'm a child in a grown body, I was like, let's open it. Who the F did I get? Nate. And I was like, no, but he's definitely like season 1 Nate, which season 1 Nate is great. So yeah, I was like, of course. And then we ended up having to go back to Target later, and I almost bought another one. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna be a responsible adult.
Mega Structures is getting kicked out.
By the way, we glossed over it, but I need to say, giving kids a conspiracy theory talk is a dream of mine.
Fair.
Especially with the chair turned around like a cool youth pastor. God, I want to do it
that'd be
so
great.
bad.
Do you give speeches to people, Juice, with the chair turned around?
Oh,
Is that a
the
thing?
chair turned around. You need to add that if you don't.
Juice, if
I gotta.
I travel up there, would you put me in a room with children to tell them about Space Jam 2?
No, I don't think Juice would allow that to happen.
We can see what I can do. I'm currently working on we have a retreat this weekend, and I'm going to me and another guy are the MC, and I'm gonna have it like written out to where we're like have like a WWE rivalry with each other,
Nice.
and like
I respect that.
Hit up Taylor Cleek. He's good at that kind of stuff.
yeah, because we're gonna do like a We're gonna do like a rock paper scissors tournament for everyone, and then the winner, the other guy's gonna play the winner, and then I'm gonna come in and challenge winner of that and cut a promo.
Dude,
I thought,
just
you know,
use the Stone Cold Steve Austin Brett glass break, please.
Where can I get some? Yeah, that music. Oh,
this
music
guy-
would be a great idea.
son was in such a bad car chase that it was on like the news, like he's O.J. Simpson. But then, spoiler alert for a movie we're currently watching, he basically gets off with like a slap on the wrist.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Well,
Well, you know
this
what?
is
That's
cool.
like privilege for you.
So we need to establish the grizzled divorcee with like not necessarily bastard children, but like emotionally neglected children
yeah.
that are in every Roland Emmerich movie. Because this movie doesn't only have one of those; it has two of those. It is the Roland Emmerich double whammy.
He loves like a teenage boy, like a boy, like a father and son moment, you know? But yeah, then he's like, we're going to do it ×2. Then we're going to do Halle Berry with her son.
A week. He's pissed off over a week.
Here we go.
There we are.
Here's the
I
stepfather.
I forgot to pay a parking ticket. I spent 3 days in county.
Also, since the stepfather is a car dealer, this is where I must admit that on my other podcast, hey, Spinnerbait, everyone, subscribe if you're not already. That we were discussing a character in the book that was the owner of a car dealership. And so my co-host Michael Ann, who we were discussing we might bring on this show because that would be a fun little crossover, was saying something about whatever. And I go, all my knowledge about being a car dealership owner comes from the show Cobra Kai. So don't trust me because I was like, I just Daniel LaRusso. That's all I know.
My dad ran car dealerships for 30 years of his life.
You actually would know things then.
Kinda. I know how to do crime. But that's not this kind of dealership.
That's not the point.
Yeah, that's not the point. But yeah, I mean, who knows how accurate. Also, at my old, I can just freely talk about where I used to work now because I don't
We don't work there anymore.
Ooh, yeah. Can we have an episode where we just talk about all the dirty drama you can't talk about
Now's
anymore?
the time. I can do it if I want. So apparently, since leaving, speaking of Cobra Kai, 6 people almost got fired because they took a picture with fucking Samantha LaRusso of all people, so not worth losing your job over, and Robbie. So
Showed up at the restaurant.
at the restaurant we used to work at, and some dumbass people. One of the top rules as a Universal Orlando team member is you're not allowed to ask celebrities for pictures, and they did. But
do you have a cool story about that?
They're all okay though.
I
They all
don't
got their jobs.
Don't know specifically which one it was. I have a hunch. Typically, if there's a celebrity in the building, the chef will bring their food to them directly, like rather than having just a regular staff member come out.
Makes
So
sense.
at one point, I know it was a WWE wrestler. I don't know
I
for.
don't remember who it was.
I do not have confirmation on this. I think it was The Miz.
Was it?
No, that would have been awesome.
Oh, I don't like the Miz.
But so anyway,
He's so handsome in his glasses.
Our head chef went up and he just said to him I'm a big fan, and like I said, I think it was The Miz. Whoever it was like, oh man, do you want to take a picture? He's like, got to tell you, I'm not allowed to take pictures and stuff like that. And the wrestler was like, well, I want to take a picture with you, and if I put it on my Twitter profile, nobody can do anything about that. So the wrestler took a picture with the chef and put it on his Twitter profile so he could have the picture. I thought that was one of the coolest celebrity stories.
Yeah, all right, never mind. I like the Miz now. All right.
if it is in fact,
If it is,
him,
yeah.
that's in it.
I'm
If not, then screw him.
I'm relatively certain it was Miz. I don't know that for certain, but that story 100% happened. I don't know which wrestler it was. I think it was him, but
that. He's like,
It was
no one's
Logan
stopped me
Paul.
for being a fan of your fine food here.
He's
What if I want to take a picture
unbelievable.
with you and post it on my social media? And it's like, there you go.
So yeah, that was definitely what I both of us have served several celebrities over the times. I don't have any pictures with them because I didn't want to get fired, but
Yeah.
did have some pretty cool experiences. Johnny Bench was cool as shit. I served him, he was Cincinnati Reds catcher back in the day with the same team as Pete Rose.
Oh yeah.
I still think
Yeah,
my
I
coolest.
wonder- I don't remember during like the Ryder Cup what our policy was with. Probably weren't allowed to.
I mean, you were there saving Tom Felton's
Yeah, I was
life,
there with
so I
Tom
think the
Felton, so-
TOG was a picture. Excuse me.
It's
I mean, I
bubbles
still
today.
think the coolest thing I was ever a part of was the night that we literally, like, Universal signed the papers for the rights to Nintendo, like, in our private dining room. And I was like, hey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I can never remember the guy's name, and I'm terrible at that.
Miyamoto.
But yeah,
That's
like,
nice.
he was there in our venue. And I was like, hey, you created the Super Mario Brothers, and you're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
One of the most chill celebrities I served, there's a weird diversion on Moonfall. I served Steve Wilkos, who was Jerry Springer's security guard. He was cool as shit.
Oh.
Like he was there with his family, and he came in the middle of the day. It wasn't like it was anything busy. He just sat at a regular table. We have tables there that are game tables. One of them had shuffleboard. He was just playing shuffleboard with his kids, like having a blast. And any guest who came up to him was like, hey man, he's like, you want to take a picture? Like he was cool. And at the end of it, like I didn't make a big deal out of it or anything, but he actually like went out of his way before he left. I was actually going to serve somebody else, and he stopped by and he came and he just shook my hand and said, "Thank you so much. I had a very good time." I'm like,
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it's adorable.
That girl's plushie kind of looks like my noonie.
Okay, so one of my favorite things about Moonfall is Michael Pena being a great stepdad and father.
yes.
True, he is. And he doesn't get enough appreciation.
Well, we'll get into why he doesn't later
I
because
love
Juice hasn't
this-
seen the
The
end.
special effects right here. NASA returns to the moon. Moon
NASA.
shift ignites static.
Also,
I
this
love that they
No,
do
what would
weird-
NASA
and they
exodus
show,
out of
like,
cities do if the moon is coming?
I don't. Yeah, why do people think?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
and these people still can't get a
This
PS5.
time, it like froze up. Oh no, we're. Oh wait, now we're back. They're so frozen for us. What is happening with our Wi-Fi tonight? We're going. Excuse me, Xfinity,
Working on his
former
car to
Comcast
show
daddy.
he's Joe Everyman. Super divorced Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
We're back.
Megastructure.
Megastructure. Oh, drink every time they say megastructure. I played.
No.
I played this game with my dad because I saw it at the advanced screening, and then I took my dad to see it in theaters. And like our theater in Disney Springs had the bar, so we both went and got 2 drinks, and we both finished both drinks during the movie playing the game. Just drink when they say mega structures.
I must be like a couple seconds ahead because I heard it.
I just want to say, watching The Last of Us, starting to watch The Last of Us recently. I'm bringing some more Pedro Pascal for you, Moose. Watching this every Roland Emmerich movie. I don't know. Do you think if something like this, some kind of end of the world thing happened, we would all just panic like this? Probably, I guess. I don't know. We all went out and bought toilet paper so like I don't know. Like humans are weird, man. Like.
Free bagels.
I would keep calm, follow government instructions, and be pissed off that nobody else around me was doing the same.
Yeah, sure. That is probably what would happen. Like, okay, I'm just saying, not to go on a Last of Us tangent. Everyone, spoiler alert for the Last of Us first episode. But like, literally, your daughter would probably still be alive if you just stayed in the fucking house, like the government told you to. Not to be like pro-government on Maine or anything, but like Literally, the
No, the neighbors would have they would have been.
was like,
They
lock
would've
your
got
doors,
caught.
stay inside. And he's like, let's get in the truck. And I'm like, I don't
No,
know,
they
Pedro
would-
Pascal, maybe you shouldn't have gotten in the truck, you know?
I don't having played the game and knowing like I think they would have been because they would have been bombed. That's kind of the whole thing
that's true.
too.
Also, like, why did the
So-
military start bombing people? There were innocent people who weren't zombies.
They
you know?
explain that in the second episode.
I got a question for William Harold in the chat. So you obviously saw Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in the dine-in theaters at Disney Springs. When you went to the bar, was it one of the ladies or one of the guys serving you? That is a legit question because we know the bartenders there.
Did you go to the bar? If so,
He
respect.
said- A bar and heat and seats. So
Oh yeah. And I miss the Disney Springs Theater. I will tell you that. The Big D's great, y'all, but it's no Disney Springs AMC.
there was 15 people in our.
No,
you had one of the ladies.
yeah.
So you had one of the ones who knows that the ladies loved us. They
We love them.
great story.
Okay. Here's one of my favorite scenes.
Oh yeah.
Just
So everyone enjoy it.
did we miss it? Yeah, we missed it. They spoiled the stoner guy had it right.
Oh,
So what I was going to say, William, though, like the night we went to see Avatar,
No, it wasn't
it wasn't Avatar.
Yeah.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. There was a hurricane the day before, and their systems were basically going all wonky. And one of the bartenders, they knew us, and their systems were all down, and they couldn't do any credit card transactions. But they saw me, and they're like, what are you drinking? And they're like, come back after your movie. If they're back up, just pay us then. Which
Oh,
was
yeah.
so cool because they wouldn't do that for anybody else because they knew us.
They were the bomb.com.
I love them.
Oh, wait. I think it's coming up, guys. I think it's coming up.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Is a Phantoms reference.
Oh, Leo doesn't like a black thing.
I feel like we need to do a Phantoms watch along by the end of the year.
You had to rent it, right? It's not like on any streaming.
It's on Stars.
We have that.
Yeah,
Clerks
I could have gotten the Stars trial, but I would have forgotten to cancel it, so I just rented it for $3.
Bethany's had Stars for years.
I unknowingly had Stars for like 2 years.
By the way,
I thought I
the
canceled
black-
it and I didn't.
The black goop smashing through a helmet is actually a Phantoms reference, like 100%. That happens multiple times in both movies.
I really feel like I need some popcorn right about now. It's only appropriate to watch a popcorn movie with popcorn. I'm gonna go make some, everyone. I'll be right back. And I've got M&M's.
And then there's Bart.
By the way, John Getz, since you're in the chat, if you want to join in with us on screen, I forgot to message you back because of my hectic commute. Just hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I'll send you the StreamYard.
It's been too long since you've been on stream, John. Sandals and socks. That's what's up.
Until your socks get wet and they are strapped into the fucking sandals. That is a problem. God, I love Roland Emmerich.
Like here, God. From this point forward, the movie just doesn't give a shit.
No. It is a cavalcade. Like, we're gonna do a little day after tomorrow. We're gonna do a little 2012. Fuck it, we're gonna Stargate some shit. I love Moonfall. And we're gonna have multiple Phantoms references happening right now, but
mega structures.
oh, dude just got super murdered. Oh, he's good. He's good.
What I love about tonight, though, is that Juice has not seen the ending.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last shot of this movie is one of the most hilarious things ever put on film. Literally the last shot. Oh,
I hear some popcorn popping right now. Kind of getting excited. See, if Rose could have done that with Jack, they could have both survived.
yeah. You know what's better than retiring Moonfall, like, from this point forward? Today is Lent. It's Ash Wednesday. We're giving up Moonfall for Lent.
Giving up Moonfall for Lent.
Yes.
Now, let's rephrase this. We're not giving up Moonfall. We're retiring it. We're letting it go into the pasture.
Yeah. You know,
Archiving it.
It could
It's going to the Hall of Fame.
It's going into the Hall of Fame.
In the lock.
Moonfall is getting an honorary induction, like a legacy induction into the Heroes Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I wonder if we should start a What the Show Hall of Fame.
Well, we have 3 people in it, like the Heroes Hall of Fame.
Right.
Brother
James
Wilmer,
Remar, the Moon.
James Remar and Johnny Lawrence are already in there.
And yeah.
And then the villains, Bob Chapek is in it. I feel like Moonfall deserves like an honorary spot. It wasn't like in a tournament or anything, but like a legacy spot.
Yeah.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is it. This is okay. My number one scene of the movie.
Here we go. Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert. He's in the bracket for the Heroes this year.
Yes. This motherfucker came in for a weekend for a couple hours and just.
I've got candy and popcorn. Now I'm ready for a Roland Emmerich movie.
Yeah.
It's the best scene, Bethany.
I'm ready. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's happening! It's
This movie has legendary actor Donald Sutherland. He'll be important to the plot.
I'm gonna be that Michael Jackson meme. I'm just like. What was that one, Ash Wednesday?
That's a Phantoms reference.
Oh, there he is. He was in Pride and Prejudice, y'all. 2005 adaptation. That's much of a legend he is.
Okay. Do you think they were in the same room for the scene?
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm gonna say no. I think Donald Sutherland was just like roaming around, I don't know, Lionsgate offices, and they were like, "Had a minute."
This
Do you
feels like
want $1 million this weekend? Because we'll give you.
It feels like a
$1 million
Uwe Boll
this
movie,
weekend.
like because he always cast everything for his movies like at the last minute based on who was available like that weekend. So this feels like an Uwe Boll move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm a betting woman, which I am, I don't think they're in the same room for the scene.
They are not. You don't ever see them in the same shot.
That line. The moon is the biggest cover up in human history.
What an honestly piece of cinema this is.
Once again,
Oh, bro.
I came here to smooch the darkness and giggle afterwards.
When we saw this the first time in theaters, that advanced screening, the two of us stood up and started clapping at the end of it. We're like, masterpiece.
3.5 minutes of tepid applause.
Yeah.
His character doesn't even have a name.
And he's gone.
What is he credited?
That is how Donald Sutherland makes $1 million.
Yeah. I thought was my life.
Pattinson got 3 for the Batman, and that motherfucker he couldn't be bothered to walk for the scene.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stand up
you
for
know.
this shit.
Like, I'm just gonna stay here.
Give me $1 million. I don't know what he made. I'm just assuming.
It had at least had to have been thousands of dollars, which is frustrating considering what his role was.
He's on screen for what, 2.5 minutes?
I'm 99.9% certain made more than I make in a year for his like 2-second appearance in the
Oh
scene.
yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah.
Oh, it's easily more than our combined annual salaries.
All
Yeah,
4 of us.
all
Yep.
4 of us.
Mhm. No doubt.
And that's depressing.
So we're here for capitalism, but we don't actually make any money from the show. So streamlabs.com/whattheshow/tip. It's the last night to donate for
Ben.
Oh yeah.
for Ben Rayner. Just throw it out there.
Oh.
We will never take any penny to improve the quality of this show.
Ever.
That's
Or
what-
our lives.
or our lives. Hey, I've got a quality life. For the most part.
It's when she got super grizzled divorcee.
I got to represent the Baseline Tap Room, one of the few places in Disney I'm going to miss.
I'm gonna miss all of you, Disney. But I'll be back.
You'll have a good time there. The little beer lounge that was by the Muppets.
Yes, with the bomb-ass pretzels.
Yeah.
That's the one. And the bomb ass cheese plates. One of the best deals in all of Disney World. Everyone, $10. Great deal.
I do think, I don't know if it's as okay. You have to be impartial anymore. Is it better or worse than the one at NBC, the pretzel?
Oh, NBC pretzel is the bomb.
The NBC pretzel was actually legitimately great.
It's really good. Yeah. I'm not gonna shit on that pretzel. I love that pretzel.
Okay, but if you had to choose one,
The NBC
NBC,
pretzel.
easy, hands down.
It's actually the best theme park pretzel you're going to find, I think.
I agree.
I got in a fight with an Uber driver who was a theme park enthusiast over this, actually, because I was on your side.
I agree.
That's
No, that's like one of the few things that NBC has that you can't really argue that, and you're not, unless it's overcooked, you're not going to get a bad one.
It is phenomenal. Here's the thing: a lot of people don't put any butter or margarine on their pretzel at the theme parks for good reason, because of dairy allergies and vegans and whatnot. But we put margarine on it,
It's got a glaze. Yeah.
so which it still makes it dairy free and vegan. But that adds such a better quality to the pretzel, I think. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
The one in Epcot in Germany doesn't do it, and the
It's
one
good, but-
at it's good, and the one at Baseline is very good. But the fact that it doesn't have that extra, bad for you stuff on it
Richness.
makes a difference. Is this officially a mukbang because I'm eating?
Kinda.
Tag it as mukbang. See if we get some more views. I'm just kidding.
We ate pizza that one stream.
Well,
I have a leftover burrito bowl from Chipotle in my fridge, and kind of
we can
thinking
start
about it.
eating it. Juice had pizza rolls that one time.
Oh, I have.
She's getting.
Maybe that's what I should.
Yeah,
Like, we're gonna make
all go together. Like,
I was gonna make a
pose.
it's all yes. Dramatically look at a picture of your son. Send my child to the bunker.
Name is Jocinda.
Here we go.
For those of us
Amazing
keeping
CGI.
track to trivia.
PlayStation 2,
I'm
yo.
just saying,
Yeah, this is very bad.
right? Like, there's nothing you can do. So, no.
This is some Sci-Fi Channel level, just beautiful. Like you guys ever see The Wyvern?
Mm-mm.
I've seen a lot of sci-fi movies, but that one, no.
Sci-Fi Channel original. The Wyvern is kind of like Reign of Fire, but Sci-Fi Channel.
Ring of Fire was just a step above. Oh, Megastructures has to put jeans on.
Gotta get it over those cakes. See him struggling.
I think I've only seen
Megastructures got booty.
I think I've only seen Reign of Fire on a van TV.
Go on.
This big. I think that's it. I don't remember whose van it was.
I was gonna say, whose van? Where were you going?
Some
Were you
road
stationary?
trip.
Were you driving
They just-
somewhere?
They took the black hood over your head, and there was Reign of Fire with Steve Zahn
We're gonna
and Christian
make you-
Bale.
So, Reign of Fire, you saw on a van TV. Moonfall, until tonight, you saw on an airplane. I love all the transportation movies.
Yeah.
Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
The dog does not care about burnt popcorn.
Mhm.
Oh, hey Luna.
We're going to find the burnt pieces, I guess, if she likes them. Hi, Looney. Well, she does a little bit. She ate around the burnt pit. She does slightly care. All right, now we know. That's my puppy. She's got taste. No, she's not eating the burnt buds.
She literally has spit out the burnt pieces.
I mean, same, girl, same. Yeah, our microwave. I just put the popcorn button on, and a bit of it got burnt, so
There's
I have to go
like
a little bit less than the popcorn button.
2 settings for popcorn on some microwaves. Probably the second one.
The more you know.
We have all new appliances in our townhouse, and yeah, we're still getting used to it. So
The other day, we accidentally put our dishwasher on heavy wash, and we're like, this is a really long cycle. Like, what is taking so long? And then I was like, put it on heavy wash.
there's 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
But do you have a gas stove?
Forever. Yeah, our dishes are very clean, let me tell you.
Oh, there's just a Megastructure twice.
Oh,
Big gulp.
yes.
You need another one.
I'll make myself one.
2 beers for this
I might
stream,
make
2
a-
beers for post stream. I think I'm gonna be drinking the other 2 beers on stream.
It's Moonfall.
Yeah.
It's Moonfall, Wero. I might make a.
She
I
got
think I have.
that she did eat the burnt pieces. now.
Nice. So Moose, what are you thinking about this?
Are you still there? Are you out there?
Are we the definitive commentary tonight on Moonfall? Are we
We've
on task?
talked about pretty much everything but Moonfall.
We sort of talked about it.
I might tell my friend, because like my friend probably won't. That usually like will listen to us while he like works out and stuff.
Hi, Austin.
He probably wasn't. Yep, he probably wasn't gonna watch tonight. But I might tell him like, no, we actually talked. We actually talked a lot, just normal life stuff.
Hey, Austin, while you're working out, think about, do you like Clerks? And if so, can you tell me why?
He loves Clerks. Yeah,
I'd
that
love to know your
would
answer.
that would be a great.
So she's gonna watch Clerks 2 next.
which I have watched before, but don't remember anything about. So before you watch the third one, I thought I should revisit it.
Yeah, I regret not rewatching Clerks 2 before watching Clerks 3 because I didn't even remember
Elias.
one of the main. Yeah, I didn't remember Elias even existed.
Well, and like Clerks 2 for me was like just one of many like dirty Judd Apatow or Todd Phillips style raunchy comedies of the mid
Okay, not
2000s.
bad. Fuck the moon.
And fuck the moon.
There's us rating for Bumwine.
Damn straight. If I'm going down, I'm going down with some MD 2020.
All right, I might make a dirty shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology.
Dirty Shirley, the official drink of Moonfall.
Dirty Shirley's are delicious.
Are simple yet effective.
Lister Fiend, yes. So yeah, like Clerks 2, like it's a standalone, but it does enhance 3.
Well, and I think I told you about why it impacted me. Like you guys just made your major, move and all that stuff. And like I've been thinking about life changes coming up in my life. And it's like a good movie about that transitional period. And
2 is, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love Clerks 2 for that. And the Donkey Show.
That's the only part I vaguely remember.
So I took advice from a lot of people on Twitter. Like I put up yesterday about like having glasses and having the reflection, and I took many people's advice and tried a few things. And yes, it looks way better this week. So I thank everybody who commented. Travis Fishburne, Dan Bettenhouse, both of you definitely helped, and so did
Monty.
Pat. Yeah, Monty. Yeah, Pat. So all 3 of you, salute. And
Can I give you that one rare, just might be a cutting too hard joke? Have you ever seen Veep?
I am aware of it, but I never watched it.
Ah, damn. Did you ever watch Don't Worry, Darling?
No.
Okay, damn. Okay, so anybody who's watched Veep and Don't Worry, Darling in the chat, there's 3 people in the chat. There is a Jonah Ryan quality to your glasses face, which good looking guy, but he's the guy that they clown on the show.
Oh, who was it?
On Veep.
Jonah Ryan from Veep.
Jonah Ryan from Veep. Just his glasses.
That's a character's name.
Let me look him up.
Yeah, but and specifically just on stream, not in pictures that you take. But there was just a thing that was like, little Jonah Ryan.
And that was his character's name or the actor's name?
Character.
Okay. Played by Timothy Simmons, apparently. Something about your glasses makes you look like him.
Your glasses.
I think it's his eyebrow.
Yeah, it's a similar face frame, and like I said, he's a good-looking dude, but like he's the Andre from the League in the show, basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get
that's
that.
his character. Okay, it looks like we might have a John Guts joining us soon. I just sent him the link. He just got back to me.
Come join the mukbang.
You guys add him in once he pops up? Because I'm watching this on a window.
Yeah, and so his son is out of jail now.
Well, you know the world's ending.
Well, you don't got sentenced to a week for a fucking high-speed chase.
And this is like 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Halle Berry got him out.
So if you were going to order a Shirley Temple or Dirty Shirley at the bar that I work at, I make my own grenadine.
Nice.
But
Fancy.
here we have 3-year-old wild cherry snow cone syrup that's gonna have to do the trick.
Love it.
Oh,
I love
we
it.
used cherry 7-Up tonight.
Oh, nice. So I actually made soda a few weeks ago, and I have like the syrup. You just you make a syrup and then combine it with club soda. We're gonna try that. I didn't measure anything.
The kid randomly knows Mandarin. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Well, that's why the lady is there. Is she's like an exchange student who teaches him Mandarin.
Yeah, she's an exchange student. That didn't have to be a thing that happened, but it's a thing.
But it's a thing.
It is a
Again,
thing.
we're not sure why that's added to this
It's a
story,
thing.
but it's
No
a thing.
duty to the plot.
How's your dirty Shirley juice?
So the syrup is way heavier than the
I can see that.
The soda syrup is way heavier than the snow cone syrup, so it is resting
At the bottom.
right here and
Mhm.
not the rest of it here. So I don't know. It's probably gonna be awful.
Now, are you
Oh, it tastes like vodka.
Now the moon's fallen.
That's my first one, Jason.
That's
Oh,
no moon.
John gets.
Ayo.
What's
Hey.
happening?
How's your Moonfall experience?
Well, the moon's falling, so there's that. But other than
Yeah.
that, the day's going great. At least it's not
fun.
the sun.
Right on.
Yeah, that would really
The
be
end of the moon as we know it.
real fun.
Okay, so what timestamp are you guys at now?
We are at
54,
it's gonna be
45.
55 minutes. It's gonna be 55 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 55 minutes.
Nice. I don't know what the curse of the Shirley's curse that makes everything that we drink taste like the spirit and not
I'm gonna go with top.
just
vodka
tastes like
here.
vodka. What in the
Just
world?
tastes like
Well,
vodka.
it depends which vodka, because no matter what you mix with Vlad, it always tastes like Vlad.
I don't know what this is. I just needed cheap vodka and
It's the cheap stuff that's tougher to
Here we
mask.
are.
Guys, we're to the
Not
part
like
where
cheap. It was
we're to
still
the
like I
part
bought
where
it
he's
midnight.
the best damn pilot they got.
I don't know what to add. I wish I had real Sprite.
I love it's one of the best parts of Roland Emmerich is when somebody's the best damn pilot they got. This is her.
You're
This
a
is
loose
her
cannon,
fucking-
but damn it, do I respect you. Something like
This is
that.
her president in Independence Day moment. This is that moment.
Oh, this is the greatest actor, this kid. He sounds very
Every
funny.
time I watch this movie, I just wish that kid was Trevor Lawrence.
He looks like him a lot.
Just bigger eyes and slightly smaller nose.
This is just vodka.
Oh, John Getz is gone. Oh, he's back.
I think the moon is disrupting our communications because of something radio waves.
Mega
Structure.
structures.
Yes, the megastructure. I even have a turtleneck so I can pass for a professor.
I was gonna say I love the
Well, and it happened a few times earlier in the stream, but this is a Phantoms reference. It's going to happen a lot harder towards the end.
Oh, Allison, because I've never seen it.
Okay, so brief summary: it's basically like Moonfall meets The Thing. That's all you need to know. And Ben Affleck
With
is
the bomb.
Ah,
It's actually it's the movie that going back on it is like, yeah, this would have been proof for me before the Snyderverse that he could play Batman. Like it's yeah.
you can't come with me. You're a girl.
Patrick Wilson in that tight T-shirt.
That shirt is way too small.
That is an adult medium on an adult XL man.
You see, guys, if I wear smaller clothes, it'll make me look skinnier. That's not how that works,
love-
Patrick.
Like I know a lot of people.
he's gotta have the sweatshirt tied around because his gut's showing. Speaking out some belly there.
Thank you.
Has anyone seen? I don't even remember what the movie's called. I watched it like not that long ago.
Minnie.
Game of Thrones is what that
Patrick
other guy's
Wilson.
from. Is that
Time to bring her the candy.
Patrick Wilson and Kate Winslet.
And
Oh, it's like the little children or something. It's terrifying
I know the
psychologically.
name of the movie, but
Hmm.
I don't know the movie.
Just like it's just a movie like the there's a pedophile in the movie and he is pretty much the only character
Hence-
that you're like actually rooting for because
Huh,
everyone
hence-
else is so unlikable. You're like,
It's
well, at
the
least like
child.
I can root that he'll, stop doing that. Everyone else I don't care about.
in the Rocky Talkie, you put his number in that?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
It's
that's
a-
how those work.
I think it's a sat phone.
Yeah.
well, here's a
Rocket
son.
ship was your idea. You invented rocket ship, son.
Come on,
This
fake
is
Trevor
all
Lawrence.
Roland Emmerich right here.
Yo, this is
Don't push it, kid. I mean, I like you maybe more than our solar system.
maybe.
The Milky Way is pretty freaking big. Don't get full of yourself.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Don't get penisy, kid. I mean, cocky.
Oh, was that a
That's
Blue
stolen
Hearts
from Family
reference?
Guy. That was from the Family Guy Star Wars parody.
I love falling asleep to Family Guy clips on YouTube. That is my like end of the night.
All guys just fall asleep to like weird comedies they like.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Today's-
like my whole YouTube, like my nighttime YouTube. When I open YouTube at night, it's much different than when I open YouTube during the day. It knows.
Blue Harvest, yes.
Night, it's Norm Macdonald clips, Family Guy clips, and then just sketch comedians that I.
Holy fuck, Norm Macdonald, Heroes List, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
please.
He died this past year. We have to do it.
Yeah, 100%. I have been on such a Norm. Pretty
Oh,
much
he's
ever
gonna go
since he
high.
passed, I've had like Norm clips.
This is a
You know,
Conan
regular-
O'Brien podcast after he died, and he just brought up all these great highlights of his and just like funny stories. As Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend is the podcast, but he goes on for like an
Oh,
hour.
yeah, yeah.
about him. Yeah. It was a pretty
Dude.
great episode. Whenever Norm Macdonald passed away, he was just like, he just had all these people talking about him. It was great.
It's so sad. I listen to a podcast, but I'm listening to the old episodes, so like pre-COVID episodes, like years before. And one of the guys is a massive Norm Macdonald fan and constantly talks
Hmm.
about like how he wishes he could have him on the show, and like he follows me on Twitter, and like, oh, we might be able to get him on the show, and I'm like, oh no.
What's your comfort?
Breaking news. Somebody had the
Go to.
breaking news. Do the
I can
breaking
do it.
news thing. Somebody.
Maybe.
At the breaking news.
Murder is not legal on the moon.
Hey. Wait,
Rest
I want to
in
know
peace, Norm
everyone's
Macdonald.
comfort 9 nights.
That's
So
not what I thought it was.
Oh, this is the part where
I thought it
like
was
3
something
people
else.
launched a rocket because they told everybody to go home.
oh, they're doing
They're
yep
calling
the
it
gravity wave. Oh, we'll
Scrubs,
get back to Night Show.
The Office, any like
Right now it's
Community,
been Cougar Town. Cougar
Cougar
Town's a
Town.
great show to fall asleep to.
What was the
Juices,
question?
Family Guy
Or what was
clips.
the
John
topic?
was here.
comfort
Moonfall
night
got
show.
too loud.
Star
Mine
Trek: The Next
is
Generation.
Okay,
Dragon
I like
Ball
that.
Z
I like that.
abridged,
It's a great.
DBZ Abridged is a good one.
and the movie commentary. I fall asleep to the movie commentary once a week.
Mm.
Yeah,
I just like to go to sleep to silence.
I
What a
would never
weirdo.
wish
Silence
watching.
sleep.
I
I would never wish
Alright,
watching.
we have to point out what's going on right now. The groundbreaking
Yep, there's-
special effects.
Yes, just
Guys,
this
the
is.
Sometimes I get
skies are
confused
all
whether this
nice
is
up to the moon.
this the movie or the Asylum knockoff of this, which is called like Moon. I forget what it's called, something else. But
Moon Shadow.
okay,
No, that's not it.
Moonlight.
Gosh, there wasn't a ripoff of this, and it was.
Hey, well,
It
you
sometimes
watched
has better
Star Trek
effect shots than this. Yes, I probably could have done that before you told me to. I
They
probably should
escaped.
have been watching this whole time. He can't drive stick, they all die.
I don't know why they just like sit there and wait and watch that. Like, why weren't you driving from the get go, you idiot?
You know, you just have to watch. When are you going to see something like this again?
Like, yeah, I'm in the Midwest. When there's a tornado warning, we get on the porch.
Oh
a
yeah,
certain
everyone's
point.
outside.
To a certain point.
Winter
we
storm.
walked
I'm
to
walking to
Kingston,
town. I walked to the grocery store
and the
today.
mom, like,
That
went
was
outside.
insane.
That tripped me out.
I mean, that's probably safer than driving there, so you're good.
Right.
I
Except
get
for when
thrown
I
my
almost
bathtub
froze.
immediately. That was wild.
Didn't realize how cold it was. I thought
Yeah,
it
you
was
should-
just
You don't-
snowing.
You
You
should
don't
not do it
know
in your
how many
underwear.
times I've come home during a storm and found my wife in the bathtub.
Yes. Immediately.
Just
in the
taking a
bathtub.
bath. She had no idea there was a storm. She
No.
just takes a long time.
Well, I'm there hunkered down.
It's great.
No windows. One of the
I
secret
wake her up.
places
She's got
to-
cucumbers on her eyes. She's like, "What storm? Huh?"
And y'all are out on the porch. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird day. I had to have my brakes done. And there's a mechanic like a 3-minute drive away in normal times, but we're just driving like 15 miles an hour on every road. And they had to give me a loaner car. I'm just like praying I don't crash the loaner car in the storm.
The loner.
Oh no, guys! The one line
Is
is
that
about to
your
hit the
word?
other line. I don't know what it means.
Oh no! I think if they can make those lines match up, it's good.
Okay, it's like the racing line in Gran Turismo. You got to just drive.
Yeah.
on the green part.
Yep.
Mm.
Exactly.
You ever just like drive in your car when it's really stormy and think like, oh God, what if a tornado comes? What will I do? I think
You drive the car into the ditch very carefully.
okay.
I've driven a high
That
top
actual
van.
like,
which-
actual advice.
well,
What's that?
Is that actual advice to drive it
Yeah,
slowly?
you get into the ditch, so it's lower in elevation
Yeah.
to the road,
Yeah.
and you make sure they can get out of the ditch, but you get it down and away.
So like out of your car in the ditch.
No, you drive the car into the ditch,
Okay.
and the car has more mass. You don't want the car to land on you if it gets blown over, and basically you stay in the vehicle.
Oh. You know what? Thank you for that, AJ. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, we're not in tornado country over here.
Is that
so
kid
we
playing a
rarely-
PS Vita? Do I remember this right?
I feel like
What
that
is
would be
it-
outdated by the time this movie came out. That was like
Right.
2012, 2013 only.
They're like, shoot, we need a game system. Somebody run home and take one of their what's your kids
They
have?
were using
Oh,
Our
they were using
vaccines can save each other.
they were using PS Vitas and Cobra Kai through the first 2 seasons.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
Anthony
man.
LaRusso loves his PS Vita.
Well, hey, you know, it's a great system. I don't blame the guy if he has high-end taste. I mean, it had an OLED screen in like 2012.
He's not even playing JRPGs, dude.
Well, there was that Uncharted game. There was the what's it called? Oh, the one where you're shooting all Super Stardust. That was a fun game.
But you know what, Moose? I'm jealous that you never have to live in fear of them. But like earthquakes also kind of freak me out. What do you do then? What if you're driving and an earthquake happens?
Well, you just get off the earth.
You go to the moon.
You just be in a plane.
Just be in a plane and you're fine. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, just stay in a plane until the earthquake is over and hope that the runway is still there.
But I'm
And not,
driving
like,
down the
slip
road.
down the
Where do
middle.
I get on this plane?
I hear that you're supposed to get under a table these days.
That is true.
No, that's a
Or
nuclear
like
bomb, AJ.
dirty doorway.
When the Russians attack.
Now,
Yeah.
the doorway is actually dangerous in case there's a structural thing in your house.
Oh,
But a
okay.
table will actually be a shield.
You want to get by a lot of external windows.
What do you do if the moon is falling?
You
But anyone got anything
say
to
that
say
you
about
are Patrick Wilson.
You go underneath it and push with your
They would
hands.
kiss in the
with
scene,
a
by the
lot of
way,
other
if they weren't in space helmets.
Mm.
Basically, this is where I'm like a hypochondriac, but for like natural disasters. They freak me out so much. I don't know how I watch movies like this, honestly.
So since his phone is still has a charge and everything, well, I guess they have electricity, so it's not that.
Still has a
relevant.
charge, but I don't think he's connected to like. And he's not
Anything.
getting.
Anything.
There's no heat, could be, right?
Yeah.
You run out whenever you're on a plane. There's no way you would have it like whenever you're going into the stratosphere.
There's no way he's connected to anything
I
right
mean,
now.
you can take a selfie for sure, but like.
Unless he
you
has
not
Starlink
bring your phone to
satellite
take
for shit.
selfies?
Probably.
Oh, Lord.
And he does reference Elon earlier in the movie, so he might actually have Starlink. Who knows?
Guys, I know that you're gonna hate me for this, but there's something coming up.
Is it a
It's
moon?
Really? Yeah, it's a bad moon rising.
Spoiler alert.
Hey! There's a bathroom on the right.
Oh God!
Was
Go
it
on, you take a piss.
Twilight?
Oh,
One of the
cherry
sequels
juice.
had moon in the title.
New moon.
I couldn't remember if that
Yes.
was the part 1, part 2 one, or if it was just New Moon.
It was
there's-
too, and it's cringe because the girl is really obsessed with her ex. But if it's a guy who's really whiny and obsessed with his ex the entire movie, it's a cult fan fave of the '90s.
Clerks.
I
Swingers.
see what you did there.
You're welcome, everyone.
There's something about Mary.
Everyone.
Wait, is Brett Favre the moon?
What?
Nah, too accurate. Somebody would have intercepted it by now.
No, Brett Favre was not accurate.
It's just wearing Wrangler jeans on the moon for some reason. Like, wait, what?
Well, 'cause he was like,
Yo, the moon is embezzling from charities for poor people.
why is it suddenly so cold?
The
Where
moon
are
threw
you?
6 picks in a playoff game.
We're in
God
Colorado.
damn it, moon.
Yeah, they would call it. That
The
is true.
moon is kind of racist and sent unwanted dick pics.
My pop's gonna try to save the whole world, and we're gonna rob you.
You want me to wait 93 minutes to give you the position of the moon? No, that's not what I meant. Like,
This movie rules.
There's so much science.
AJ, are you listening to the Last of Us podcast after the episodes?
I cut everyone except for this past episode I couldn't try to.
Gotcha.
I would love if
Yeah,
she
I
was
feel like
just
my coworker told me
calculating.
about that. It's really good.
If she was just calculating something completely unrelated, like they're doing all those equations, she's like, I knew it. Jack could have supported Rose on that board. He's just like, can we focus up the moon? Oh, right. Yeah.
Mike's gonna be really excited though, going back to the moon and Twilight to watch all 4 Twilight, 5, all 5 Twilight films.
Oh, there were 5? What was
Listen,
it? Breaking
I
Dawn,
watched the
original,
Twilight on a
Eclipse.
Oh, another travel.
So it's-
Another
and I never watched.
Twilight,
Breaking Dawn was
Twilight, New Moon, Breaking. Sorry.
Eclipse.
New Moon. Eclipse.
Or
Breaking
it's-
Dawn Part 1 and 2.
There was no like mid-afternoon, early
No,
dusk.
Afternoon Delight.
Yeah.
That's the yeah.
Is that the porn parody?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Whatever.
definitely the one that I saw.
It's like I think my
I'm
mom.
pretty sure that they
read
got.
the books. So we watched.
I'm
the
pretty
first
sure that they got
movie
Peter
with the family.
Facinelli for both.
My hand
Team
looks-
Edward, Team Jacob. Why not team both?
I was team. Oh, I'm curious what team Bethany would be on.
Oh God.
Ooh, can you guess? I want to make you all guess first.
Okay.
I want to say
I
one of the
think
other
that-
siblings. I don't know.
I think that you're Edward, but
I-
if you're like me, you were Team Alice and you just wanted the queer romance where they didn't have to bother with the bullshit.
God, Alice was the real MVP of the series. That is correct.
I think I'm gonna lean Edward as well. I was Edward, not that I actually cared, but
Oh, Jimmy, come on.
Oh.
Is Mike, do you know? You should know. He doesn't know, probably.
Well, I would say Jacob just because he was Troy Polamalu in the Honest Trailer. So being from Pittsburgh, I
Yeah,
have to
I
go with
was in
that.
fact Team Edward growing up. Yes, that is correct.
you were Edward.
Yeah. Who was Shovelface in the Honest Trailer, which is mean, but also I laughed really hard at it whenever they put it in there.
I mean, it is fairly accurate.
Because it
Did
seemed
y'all
like
ever
it's
watch
been a long
First
time
Man
since.
after watching this movie? Because watching First Man after watching this movie would be tight.
Oh, he actually does explain why his phone still has charge. He just said it's on airplane mode.
The story of the first time you saw First Man in theater.
So yeah, I saw First Man in the Dolby Theater at Disney Springs, and like I've never felt the theater shake as much as that.
I
So-
just want you to know that he told me the same story like 8 times every time we went to go see something in Dolby. So one day I finally broke and I was like, "You told me, we get it, First Man, whatever." And so now every time we like see something, I'll be like, "Did I ever tell you about the time I went to see First Man?" I'm like, "Ah!"
Okay, so my
Funny
story
way
with
to
First
do
Man
that.
is sad as fuck.
It is.
Because it came out the week of my birthday, right? A couple weeks before was when I was about a year and a half relationship. We were living together, and her parents made her break up with me, and I was sleeping on friends' couches. My mom took me and my sister to a movie on my birthday. Like, how about A Star Is Born? It's like, I don't want to watch the movie where like the dude like kills himself over a breakup. Can we go see First Man?
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
I mean, either way, you were kind of in a depressing
yeah.
thing, but you didn't know that at the time, you know?
What year
And I
was
didn't want to
that?
go see it, but it was 2019.
Hmm.
2018.
Trying to think of a more
18.
fun movie in 2019.
Oh, it was 18. You're right.
Bohemian
No, it's
Rhapsody was also
17.
in the theater.
Wait.
Bohemian Rhapsody was also in the theater. And I was just like, I don't want to see the bullshit Freddie
It was
Mercury
18.
movie either. Sorry.
You're right.
Oh
Can
man,
we go
I
see First Man?
still remember we saw that in theater. It was the first time I saw my brother cry in a theater was Bohemian Rhapsody. He was like enraptured by that final scene, I guess. But
Oh,
it's
sure.
like-
The live aid
What
thing
the
was
heck
good.
is
Bo Rap
I
was
thought
bullshit.
Star is Born was 2017.
What's
Maybe it was
Oh.
18.
Star is Born is 18. I'm pretty.
okay, yeah, I think you're right.
It
They
is
were all,
18. Was
they were
18.
all
I
in
don't
the
know why I
theater at the
thought
same
it
time.
Clean PLD.
Yeah, no, you're right. It
Guys, look at this.
That was
AJ
back
and
when
I
I
are
was
going
right
to
now?
a concert.
Look at
It's that
Look
thing
at
from the
what we're seeing
Matrix.
right now. That's a Phantoms reference.
Here we go.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Giant space dildo?
It's a black amorphous mass
Yeah.
with
honestly.
advanced intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't realize that was a Phantoms thing. Wow. Oh, now it's a star.
Yeah. Go watch Phantoms. Like literally just leave and go watch Phantoms.
Okay, I'm just gonna
We-
pull up
we
a
should
third
all
window
do
and I'll
that
put on
right now.
Phantoms
We
next
should
to
all-
Moonfall next to you guys.
We should all just like quit this stream and go watch Phantoms.
Shit.
I'll look like an ultimate douchebag. I'll have like an iPad up, a phone, my laptop, and my TV, just watching.
It's like the Asian guy who rides the bike and plays Pokemon Go.
Maybe it's time to
culture.
live your own way. That's what we stuck
And
on
tell
like how
me
instead of-
something, Moon.
I like how instead of just reforming into what it was, it has to like retract perfectly so as not to hit them. It's like, oh, I'm not a douche. I'm not gonna hurt something.
Times, but instead you made a grown man cry.
I did definitely listen to that song in the car a lot.
Into the earth, and that's not cool.
We have this, so we have live music where I work every Saturday night, and we just had this guy that he has a good voice, except for when he tries to sing high. He can't hit a lot of the high notes, but he thinks he can. But every time he plays, I've seen him like 3 times now. He always does the Star Is Born song, and he tries to do it like hitting the notes that Lady Gaga hits.
He
And every
sings
time-
bad parts.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
no.
Oh no!
Just does bring it-
Deep end, what is it? It's literally what he sounds, and
He's like, and now I'll sing "Bring Him Home" from Les Miserables. Here,
he has a good voice. Like otherwise, he has a good voice, but it's just like
There's no way he could do it as well as Will Forte did when him and Jason Sudeikis sung it together.
Guys, we conclude glossed over this storyline. They're gonna nuke the moon.
They're
Yeah.
gonna nuke it.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Not fair play. That'll work,
They're
right?
going to nuke the goddamn moon.
You know, I'm never sure who to believe. The real life people who say, oh, we have enough nukes to blow up the Earth 5 million times over. Or the people who in movies are like, no, the nukes will never work.
You know what's gonna take? It's gonna take one great ape. Just
one
There
great
you go.
ape.
one time. One time. A
you
Saiyan
didn't
transport
just-
on Earth. We're nuking the goddamn moon. We're going full Piccolo on
I
that
say
shit.
everything on Earth is a no-go for me. Stay with the weird shit in space, you know?
What I never got is, didn't Master Roshi already blow up the moon or something in Dragon Ball? I never
No, it
knew
was
how it
Piccolo.
came back. Okay. I thought, because Goku was a monkey in the first martial arts tournament they faced off. And Master Roshi was like, I'm going to Kamehameha that thing. And then I forget how they resolved that it was back by the time Piccolo did it. I think Roshi might have just blasted the view of it or something.
No, I think they detailed him somehow.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
He might have like diverted at the last second he was going to kill Goku or something.
John, the next watch along that you come on for, I think that we need to do one of the DBZ abridged movies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Dragon Ball Evolution.
No.
With the cast
can't
of
fuck-
Shameless.
Does 3 ninjas count? Is
The
it?
cast of Shameless is
It is Emmy Rossum and
You just
that
really
guy.
want to watch Green Ninja.
It's on YouTube. We don't even have
Yes,
to find
we
it
can
on
do-
streaming service.
we can
We
either
could
do
probably
like
we could probably live stream it from our. From,
Honestly, we could.
No,
We could really
next-
walk along.
next holiday season, because
Yes.
it's royalty free, we can watch both Dragon Ball Z abridged Christmas movies, and I want to do this.
maybe the
Christmas
fake one too, the Lord Slug, where they trick him into thinking it's Christmas as well. just to extend it as much as possible. I forgot about the
Yes.
second one though until you mentioned it just now. That's true. They did make another Christmas special.
The plan to eradicate Christmas.
I still have to watch the Guardians.
Oh shit, I have to watch that too.
Oh, that was cute. I liked it.
Okay, the Guardians Christmas special is great. Oh, it's good until it turns into a home invasion movie, and then it becomes great.
Oh yeah,
The song
yeah. They
that
got that in.
they used on the roller coaster for Christmas, and it was fun.
They shot it in a favorite Christian artist's house, David Crowder.
Oh,
Wait, David, that was David Crowder's house?
Yeah.
And I was gonna be like, you first.
Dude, I've seen David Crowder live multiple times.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones guy looks like he's taking a dump
He's
in
my
the seat
boss's
right now.
like favorite.
He's like, oh god.
I like his compositions with the live band. You know,
Inside the movie guy.
Into the unknown. Into the
now we're going.
Oh god, is that how that guy sounds?
It sounds like me, and I've been sick for 4 days.
All right, time to make anything other than what I just made.
Yeah, the second one, no, I made even better.
I used a 2 liter of cranberry ginger ale to mix this past weekend. It worked out pretty well.
I do enjoy cranberry ginger ale. That's why.
You got to get Canada Dry. I hate Seagram's. I don't know why. I just for some reason it tastes different to me.
Is a better ginger ale. That's just facts. It's just facts.
Seagram's is meant for mixing with gin. Yes. So if you drink a lot of gin,
isn't Seagram's 7 like a signature mixed drink or something?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
7.
I never have.
Blacktooth win.
Okay. They're really getting inside this moon now, by the way.
They're diving
they're getting deep.
They are penetrating.
They're in
The moon's inner walls are beautiful. I never thought I'd say that.
The funny thing is,
really
like,
close
there's
to
a
the
little
wall.
button on just the outside of the entrance that they could press and it'd be all over.
True.
And with that, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
I just love how Halle Berry's skirting about an inch away from the metal wall. It's like, God, you can move to the middle a little bit. We don't have to like play with death
look how
here.
big that tunnel is, and she's like, I'm gonna sit right next to it though.
She's like, guys, want to see how close I can get before we crash?
Guys, it's the mega. They're missing. We're gonna be the only ones here for the mega structure reveal. Here we go.
Look at those big, beautiful walls. Donald Trump was orgasming at this part.
Seriously.
He's like, it's walls. It's all walls.
So many walls. We're okay. This part's a little tight, but the other bit, she had a lot of space, and she was just.
This one's tight, tight, tight.
They made it.
Oh, this is where a white dwarf, which somehow fits inside this little tiny part of the moon.
Also, is the lightning like coming from the white? Like, what is this? Like little flashes of light. Yep.
I still remember Red Letter Media doing the math on this, where they're like, to actually make a Dyson sphere, you'd need like a gazillion trillion miles away from whatever star you were building it around, and they're within like a few feet.
Here we are. We're right by it, baby.
It's future science. Hand wave.
We're gonna explain it, sort of, not really. Our ancestors came from the future. Or something. Ugh. They finally get us to the megastructure, and we have to go back to Earth with these boring-ass kids that nobody cares about.
Yeah. Fuck them.
No, we ain't about this.
Michael Pena's like, yo, so it's crazy. This one time the moon was coming down. And that should be the ending of every movie he's in, just him recounting the movie.
Yeah. The whole movie. He was honestly some of his best work.
They need to add that in the, since, I guess, spoiler alert, but it's also something that's not in there. Don't expect him in the new Ant-Man. For anybody who hasn't seen it, and it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. He was missed. He was truly missed.
I kind of thought about that afterwards. I'm like, wait a minute. That was a thing in the first two.
Yeah. Well, it was announced before the movie came out that he wasn't going to be in it.
Mm.
And he was missed.
And that's why it wasn't as good.
I don't know why I was like completely off the radar before that movie came out. I was like, oh, that's coming out this weekend. I guess I should go see it. I just like noticed whenever it was like 2 days away from release. So I didn't see any of that press.
Tell you what, that movie was a 5 out of 5, though.
5 out of 5 for you,
Yes.
AJ?
What's
Why?
that? It's perfectly average. Like, give me a Moonfall moment. They tried. MODOK moments are not Moonfall moments.
Are you saying 5 out of 5 or 5 out of 10?
Sorry, 5 out of 10. 5 out of
Yeah,
10.
that, wow, that was really
five out of
confusing.
five makes it a perfect film.
Because you sounded so non-enthusiastic as you said it, like, yeah, it's a perfect score, whatever.
It's a
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, I will agree that
Yeah,
Ant-Man
5 out
and
of
the Wasp-
10 is 100%.
5 out of 10. Yeah, I agree.
Again, I'm into the whole Kang of it all, but the rest of it is kind of just like, meh.
If there was no Kang, it was like a 2 out of 10. But
I would just
Well,
love
and,
AJ
like,
giving a
this movie-
perfect score like that. Like, man, it's a 5 out of 5. Anyway, moving on.
I
I
should.
like,
I should. The next time I feel a certain way about a movie, I should do that on a stream. But like I would for
you know,
Moonfall.
guys, I think Clerks was a perfect like 5 out of 5. You know what I mean?
it was.
Oh my god, it's the giant amorphous blob again.
Oh, that's a Phantoms reference.
Oh god.
AJ, if it's the same thing, you don't need to say it again. But now it's inside
It's
the
the
movie.
same thing from Phantoms, though.
It's also, I guess it's inside now versus outside, so that is different.
But they also do not necessarily this. It's in a van.
Oh.
But the same scene happens with 90s CGI. It's so good.
I just love how the most advanced organism in the universe, its grand plan is stab them.
Yep.
I am the most advanced AI ever. My brilliant plan is
They're
Oh.
about to
push
crash.
myself into you.
Tractor beams.
Yo, I have 10 minutes left of Andor. I timed it out terribly to finish it before the show started.
Series?
The series. Well, I didn't. I mean, I've been watching it over like the course of a week. But yeah, I'm on the last episode of the series.
Oh.
But I hadn't watched it yet. But the scene with
Wait, we haven't watched it yet.
oh, okay. But there's a great fight scene in a plane, like
I mean, in fairness, it's
great,
not long enough that the spoiler ban
fighter
is
scene.
on us. If we
Man, I thought I was late on Andor. Neither one of you guys had finished it yet.
I've not watched a single episode. I haven't started.
Oh my
it,
gosh.
So.
It's
I guess I'm the Star Wars expert here now.
Yeah.
really
Okay.
good. Like it,
We will fly.
I haven't watched any of the Bad Batch.
So now
It's
that this is
refreshing.
turned into X-Files the movie, by the way, I just need to ask, like, if I could do a Mulder voice, and I know you do voices too. John, could we do Mulder interviews Goku as an alien?
Wait, which one of them is an alien? I mean, I know Goku's
Mulder,
an alien.
Fox
but-
Mulder
Okay. Okay.
finds Goku and finds Goku as an alien.
Oh, CGI car chase.
Oh yeah, that's good. But AJ, I'll have to see if I can actually do a Goku voice. My throat's kind of fucked up right now, so I wouldn't even attempt it. But
Like months down the road.
I would definitely give it a try. As soon as my throat's feeling good, I'll give it a test run.
Keep me posted.
So Mulder is an alien interviewing Goku as
No.
a fellow alien.
Fox Mulder finds an alien, and the alien is Goku.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay,
Yes.
it's like an X-Files episode, and he's just terribly disappointed, probably by what he finds. Amazing. What's life on your
he's a
planet like?
Saiyan. I've
I
heard
like
he's
to
a
eat.
Saiyan. Scully.
You just need a Goku and a Vegeta
He's
just
an
to
alien.
have them contradict each other constantly. Just confuse Mulder on alien life in general. You two are in the same species. Yes, but he's a moron.
See, him having car chases. We're all in preparation for this.
I just love how the moon really is like a horror villain in this. It's like, oh no, it's the moon.
The moon is literally like the laws of physics apply situationally in the most beautiful way possible.
I never really thought about it until this viewing, which is really only my third, I think. But how the AI really is not very inventive for having all this time to think of grand technologies.
Yeah,
No.
seriously.
It just keeps going, I'm going to slam against this door, and I'm out of ideas. I'm the most intelligent being in the universe, by the way.
It's like Skynet, but it's the Skynet from Terminator Genesis.
Like, it doesn't even try going to the back door. Even the most basic human thinks to try another entrance. The AI is just like, this front door is closed. I
It
give
is
up.
literally ChatGPT.
Talk to your dad.
Oh no, the birdies.
Oh,
On the other hand, we have plenty of food now. Eat crow. Literally.
ew.
Ozzy Osbourne is having a field day right now.
Yeah.
They're all like crunchy and freeze dried from the
Uh,
sucking out the final.
There's not much left.
It's bloody fantastic, Sharon.
It's like they've inhaled liquid nitrogen. You can snap him across a glass.
10, 15.
Why is there still that much left?
Ozzy's just trading oxygen for crows.
There's this much left because we need to know why the moon.
They're in the movie now. We saw this much movie left. I've seen this movie and I still am like, there's this much left.
This is the 10th act of the movie, and there are 3 more to go.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm hyped. Let's go. I think they're alive.
Brian Harper!
Yeah,
As if
right.
you could find another Brian in there. It's Brian Harper.
Guys, we're gonna have to answer trivia about this.
Brian!
I'm gonna be so bad. I'm not. There's no way. Like I'm already barely watching it, and then I'm not gonna rewatch it. Like, I'm just gonna take it out on all the Moonfall questions.
I hope the questions are, Moose, if you're listening, things like
If I spin Moonfall, I'm fucked.
I will.
I
What's
got
the question about Donald Sutherland? We know that part really well. And
Yeah, when's Donald Sutherland coming back? He's like a recurring character, right? They
No,
totally
no,
used
no,
him
no,
for
that
one
was it.
scene.
He didn't get $1 million for 20 minutes worth of work.
Wow, they paid him for that? I thought they just caught him in a senior moment. They were like, look, he's wheeling around in a wheelchair. Let's just film him and see what he says.
I want 2 things in the behind the scenes of Moonfall, and that's Donald Sutherland reading cue cards while they're giving him the scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I want him to do the
Donald
whole
Sutherland
commentary.
receiving a paper check for the film. I want him handed a check.
They put him
and
the
reading
check
cue
right then and
cards.
there. As he rolled off the screen, they handed him his check.
I want them to bring him back for the DVD commentary.
Yes.
Just have him comment on the whole movie that he's not in. It's like, oh, this is my scene.
yeah.
This is a wonderful scene. I was
He's
in a
like,
wheelchair.
He's
The
like,
wheelchair was a
God damn.
They said I had to walk
really-
at first, but I negotiated and said, I'm not walking for your fucking movie. And they said, fine, we'll wheel you in and wheel you out.
Roland Emmerich really, he went full. Like this is his 2001.
This is what he wanted to do in those other Independence Day sequels. He's like, I'll just put these ideas in here.
My mega structure film.
Patrick Wilson is a god.
Our dog was so over this
He's
movie.
like, "Are you a ghost?" No, that's your other movie, Patrick. Oh, sorry.
Hi, puppy.
Well, you see, billions of years ago.
Make sure you watch Frequency before you act this scene, Patrick Wilson.
No, puppy.
She's done with this.
But the moon is falling.
Luna, you're missing the best
Oh my
bit.
gosh,
The
the
movie
Halo
is
ring.
falling.
The moon is people.
Here we go. Here's the exposition dump, everybody.
Wait, is the moon
If only
actually
they
people?
could have brought. Oh, you'll see.
Yeah, this is definitely in the part I haven't seen yet. Let me turn on subtitles.
Oh, you haven't seen this yet?
This is the
That's,
new bit.
no, this part definitely not.
Oh, you got like
Well,
40
whenever
minutes.
people still have to explain what AI is, I saw Neil Breen do it in this movie. Like AI, artificial intelligence. Oh, I thought it was the
I
other
don't know
one.
what AI is at this point.
I am like not supporting any video that someone posts about them doing like the AI chats or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. Like, I don't want to. Let's
You know that
stop
there's some assholes going
stop
like, destroy all
giving-
humanity, please.
money to people that are trying to create the thing, this evil thing, even though, you know, I don't believe that's how the world is going to end. But still, like,
It's not
I
the
feel like-
right idea.
When it finally does turn bad, they're gonna be like, "Oh, if only somebody had warned us," and everybody's just gonna be like, "Dude, so many movies."
There are literally
Terminator
decades
Every
of
sci-fi
shit
movie.
saying.
in the 80s.
They even comment on that in
40.
Horizon because, spoiler alert, that's like kind of an AI gone bad story in a certain way. And in the logs that you find in the game, they're like, decades of science fiction wasn't enough to warn us. I'm like, I knew this would happen.
Yep.
Because in that, they invented, even after they saved the environment and everything, it's like 100 years past us. And they're like, you know what? Let's just fuck it all up anyway. We don't even have anything to fix anymore.
Why does Patrick Wilson's son just make me wonder what Delia is doing in New York City?
Hey there, Llama.
He doesn't even care what she's doing. He just says, what's it like in New York City? He's just asking about the general state of things.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
What?
I just watched the
Words?
while I was
Goddamn
looking
gin and
for
tonic, quit asking.
backgrounds for my latest guitar video. I came across the Plain White Tees "I Love You" music video and watched the whole thing for no reason. Because they're like, if you're not familiar, like he just keeps going up to, or like it's just a video of the singer talking to a random like couple or group of people, and then it shows like where they met and like how long they've been dating or how long they've been friends or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it ends
Yeah.
with him and his wife.
But we're talking about the formation of the universe right now.
Oh, right.
Because Moonfall.
Moonfall. Here we go. Earth is
Oh,
beautiful.
here's where the movie gets phenomenal.
Right, they fucked that planet.
Like,
They
what
seeded
is
it with
that?
their own genetic
Moon
signature.
came up and it fucked the planet.
Dicked it down real
They were
good.
just splooging off the moon onto everything. Goddamn ancestors.
Fuck you.
Where are they right now?
In
The moon.
They are in the moon.
They're in
They're in the moon,
It's
motherfucker.
infrastructure, like he thought.
They're in one of those weird sci-fi rooms where you can do exposition dumps. I think they had the same thing in Captain Marvel whenever she saw the computer intelligence lady.
Yeah, it's very
Kinda.
lucid, too.
Except for they just didn't like straight up green screen the people. Well, it's not even a green screen. They put a zoom filter on both of them. These are zoom filters, guys.
One question. Your civilization is millions of years more advanced. Why can't you make a damn hologram stay stable? Ah,
Yeah,
well,
like I can add that in my guitar videos. Like I can have
Motherfucker,
VHS
you look
list
like
or whatever.
Tupac.
Oh yeah. Patrick Wilson just got.
Yeah, they probably had Jake Iacovetta probably edited.
Oh,
Patrick Wilson enjoyed that entirely too much.
Oh, what? Oh, wait.
God, he just came so hard.
He collapsed. He came so hard.
There is
Halle-
jizz everywhere.
Halle Berry's like, your suit smells really bad now.
This motherfucker does not eat pineapple.
No, you don't understand. My son was there. Oh, geez, Patrick. No, it's not like that.
Nice.
But then he was a teenager. Okay, you don't need to say anything
No.
else.
But he was a child, and then
And then he touched me in the head. No, stop.
guys, Moonfall is weird.
For so many reasons.
I need that deleted scene of him trying to explain this.
Guys, I know what we need to do.
That's why they're staying so far away from him right now. You notice the distance that was just created between them? They are trailing far behind.
Once again, you get we X-Files this shit. We get Mulder debriefing him.
And so they built a moon to impregnate the planet.
Yeah.
And okay, hang on. Let's
But
just
he's like,
rewind it.
I don't care about your son. Where's my sister?
Oh God! Imagine one of them farts in this cockpit. That'd just be awkward.
No. Farts are trapped in those suits forever. It's just
good.
in the suit.
Thank God. Uh-oh. Is that like a big battery? That's an awful lot to surmise from a glowing cylinder. I don't even know what the fuck it's doing. Clearly they're doing this and this and this.
Thankfully, he's the best damn pilot we got.
Oh no.
Wait, is that Tom Cruise? He was filming his movie in space whenever this all went down. Now he's here.
Oh, Tom Cruise was definitely Roland Emmerich's first choice for the role.
Yeah,
And then he
Tom
discovered
Cruise-
he didn't have the budget to actually go to space, and Tom got
Yeah,
disinterested.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, right. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is
We're
like,
shooting this in space.
Can you make the moon actually full? You know?
Right?
If we're not doing practical, I'm out.
Yeah, he's like,
So-
can we actually get me running with the moon actually falling in the background?
So Tom, that whole Xenu thing, is that like real? Like, can you actually get me
He's
some
like,
extra
can you
funds with it?
summon? In the,
They're having a practical
I'll tell you
analysis
I'll
discussion.
try.
I don't even remember what was it even called. So,
Scientology?
yeah, the Scientology. Yeah. Can you summon the Scientology guys to get the
Can
moon?
you
to
use
fall?
all your funds that you've exploited from people and get me some extra movie funds? All that
we needed
test
to pay
money?
Donald Sutherland. He's very expensive.
All right, I'll get you one day of Sutherland. One day.
Yeah,
But I'm not doing anything else for
but
you.
he's not walking. He refuses to walk.
You will be staying.
You're going to have to wheel him out in the middle of a nap. Just
Wheel him.
wake him up just long enough to film,
Yeah.
and then wheel him back to bed.
Take him, show the cue cards, put him back to bed.
He's going to be in an electric wheelchair, but he's got to be on a track because he's not going to control himself.
He probably didn't
They
say.
tried it without the track. It was a disaster. He just started crashing and tipping over.
He probably didn't say any.
They
of
got to
his
give him a
lines
Wii
correct.
controller.
We had to call Kiefer to get him back into his chair. Oh my gosh, it was just a disaster.
This
I
is
understand. They can
no,
breathe on the
this is-
moon, can't breathe on Earth.
AJ's gonna make a 6-part Netflix documentary about that one
this is
scene
Michael
from
Peña
Moonfall.
sacrifice. Here's the thing.
Wait, does he just die here?
There,
Big moment.
there are 20 minutes left, right? Here's the thing about when any stepdad dies in a Roland Emmerich, they are gone forever. He will be referenced one more time, and he is dead. He is gone. He's erased from the canon as soon as he dies.
Like, did
He'll
Ron ever have a
sacrifice
really
himself.
shitty stepfather? Like, what's his deal, you know?
Probably.
He is no longer a person.
Again, the super intelligent AI didn't think to make maybe a gun at some point. Laser, like all these other lasers. Even just a bow and arrow probably would have done it with a big enough metal arrow.
True.
It's like, no, I can only think of stab.
Jesus.
I think we're going to be fine against the AI if this is the best they can do, guys. I mean,
Somehow they escaped it.
it's kind of like in Age of Ultron when he gets on the internet and then he just doesn't do anything with it. He's like, I'm just going to make a few robots and fight you with them.
It's kind of exactly like that.
He could have done so much more.
Yeah. It's not like I'm going to mess with your technology or I'm going to mess up everything. Nah, I'm just going to like make some more guys to punch you.
Ultron.
She takes off her mask.
You anti-masker, bitch.
Did I ever tell that my Age of Ultron seeing it in theaters story?
Uh-oh, what? No.
Because I worked in a factory at the time, not a movie theater, a factory.
Still drinking.
So we don't have to drink, but we can anyway.
But we're gonna.
My friends, so I got home from work at the factory, very early shift. So I'm not I work a night job because I don't do mornings. And I decide I'm just gonna take like a nap, maybe an hour nap, so that I'm like not tired during the movie. And premiere night, and I oversleep. I don't tell my parents I was living at home at the time that like I need to be up. And so, my friend is like frantically calling me, "Where are you? I have your ticket." He's able to leave the ticket at like the front gate or whatever, but I was like an hour and a half late. So by the time I got there, I think Ultron was like already a thing. Like I only saw like the last hour of it.
Oh yeah, he's there in like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like.
just
So that was your first viewing of it. Did you miss half
the first viewing of it was like just watching the last hour. For an hour and a half.
You need to
My
see
friends
how
was
Age of
so-
Ultron is the no strings on me thing. Like
Yeah.
that's
That was in the trailer.
only-
That's
Yep.
probably his best scene. Is his first one.
That was the scene they put in the trailer to get you hooked. But so then the next time that we went to see a movie, my friend showed up at my house like an hour before, knocked on the door. It was like, "Are you awake?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there."
I've been showing up like 20 minutes late for movies, and I still have to watch like 2 more previews whenever I get there.
Same, literally.
Oh, dude!
I always do
My
that.
local theater just fucking they switched it up. There can be 10 minutes of trailers or 30.
Wow. It's definitely getting longer. Like it was 15 minutes. Now I think it's 20.
See, the local theaters are tough,
25.
AJ, because like chains like Cinemark, I'm pretty much guaranteeing like at least 20 minutes. It seems like, and that's usually what I go to is a Cinemark. But then I went to a local one, and they had like 2, maybe 3 previews, and then they were into the movie because I was banking on it that time. It's like fuck.
So I go to Marcus, which is also the chain where Juice is at.
Yep, that's what we got.
Sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 30.
That's
Yeah.
just a dick move. They should.
I've
leave
only
it
got
at
the
30.
30. I've only got 30. But I don't go nearly as
smaller
often.
Well,
movies.
when to you, the 10-minute ones, how long into the run is the movie? Like, how long has the movie been out? Like a month?
Not necessarily that. Smaller movies sometimes either have all the trailers or none of the trailers. So that's where I find the variation.
So,
Like if I'm
When I
if I'm
worked
gonna go
at the
see
movie theater,
It's been a long time since I saw a small movie in the theater. The Green Knight.
Yeah, I
would've been
mean,
like
obviously,
the last one.
opening weekend, you're going to have the most trailers, and then it progressively will get shorter
the rare occasions that
on its run.
we got an indie movie, like it didn't happen super frequently. We had a 14-screen theater, but once in a blue moon we got one, and they never had trailer packs, so it was like you can put whatever you want on this. So me and my manager in projection was just like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna put whatever kid movie we have and the most fucked up rated R movie on.
Right.
And we were gonna do both of them as a trailer pack for that. So
I do
Guys,
remember.
there was one of my greatest line deliveries in this movie right there. You're gonna put the fate of the world in the hands of your ex-wife, some has-been astronaut.
Back to the tunnel.
rear hatch is
So
engaged.
good. So much
Hey,
grizzled divorcee energy.
Has Roland
They're
Emmerich
just-
like had a lot of divorces or something? Why is it always the divorcees?
I don't like it. We're doing
We're
episodes
saving
just
the day.
looking at his backstory.
Yeah,
This
did he have
is
to be
why it's-
stepfather? Was he divorced? Is he a child of divorce? I've got questions.
He's like, people who have been divorced are the best.
Is-
always.
Is he like Christopher Nolan, where he writes these movies with his wife, but he also kills the wife every time?
Yeah.
Maybe
Is
that's
it
the wife's
so?
idea. Maybe it's her kink, AJ. Okay. She's like, oh yeah, kill me.
maybe.
There comes
Kill me in a
the
dream.
I just
Take
saw
me
the
psycho
meme.
bitch in a dream.
I just saw the meme where it was like, you know that Inception's a dream because Leonardo DiCaprio has a wife his own age.
Same thing with why Don't Look Up is fiction. Because his wife is that
Oh yeah.
what's her name from The Last of Us?
Oh really? Wait,
Yeah,
which
not Tess. You're not there yet. Sorry.
Marlene? I don't remember. No, she's.
Why make a structure?
I saw the. Oh, okay. I mean, I played the game, but I haven't seen. Yeah, I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
She's not in the game. It's episode 4.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the girl used to be on 2.5 Men
Yeah.
actress. Yeah.
Yes. Melody Lansky.
Hmm.
Vinsky.
It's going to become one with the moon.
No.
The moon just kind of puckered like a butthole.
It did a little bit.
Punch it. Punch it.
It's a brown dwarf star.
This is not nearly as good as the Randy Quaid sacrifice,
Um,
but I like it.
sir,
But it's good.
Randy Quaid did not become God.
You don't
Wait,
know
is
that.
what's about to happen?
We might have seen that in a future Independence Day sequel.
If Randy Quaid became God, then okay, that kind of explains the world right now.
Just a god. He would have appeared in like the 3rd movie that as they were about to die, he would have come on some god ship.
Just
Been
the
like-
Father, the Son, the Randy Quaid.
He's like, up all of yours instead of on your left. It's just as iconic of a line. Oh no.
Randy Quaid's best performance is not Independence Day. It's not another teen movie.
There's
Oh,
no
I
way
thought you were
to
gonna say
survive
National
that.
Lampoon's.
I'm pretty sure it's
Oh, or
Christmas
I guess it's
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. All right, yeah, true. Forgot about that.
I
The
have
second
to
best is not
tattoo.
Independence Day.
You're from China. We love
Not another
each
teen movie.
other.
This whole scene is just.
Do you just see
Oh,
how
that
far
CGI
it's
effect looks familiar. I can't. It might be the Matrix EMP. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, it's too beamy now. But whenever it was just more of a wave. Now that just looked like a Kamehameha wave just then. But
What?
and we're back. Everything's fine. We won't have to rebuild at all.
There's no repercussions to this. It's going away. It's fine.
Good news, everybody. We just made a lot of jobs rebuilding all this stuff.
So
We're gonna have
here's
full
the thing.
employment.
Michael Pena's children are still there. They lost their dad.
She lost her husband.
How funny would it be if it just wasn't his mom just now? Like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she lost her husband.
Wrong number.
They all seem
Smile.
fine.
Yeah, we're good.
They're in New York.
Imagine the next day they're just like sitting around drinking. They're like, remember when the moon almost fell on us? Yeah.
We're
Wow.
almost to
How many
just
does it say? Like
Jeez,
how
go.
many people died from this?
Like at least 6.
Just 6,
I said at least.
okay.
I guess.
At
Between
least
this,
6. It's
the
definitely
day
at
after,
least 6 people.
between Moonfall, the day after tomorrow, and 2012, has Roland Emmerich killed the most human beings on Earth
I think
in
so.
any
I mean,
film?
Independence Day and Independence Day Resurgence, he kills a very large portion of the Earth's population as well. That's a
Yeah.
few more billion.
So those two as well. Like between those 5 movies, I think he's killed the most people on Earth in any movie.
I love how just like happy they are right now. Like, do you see?
And
the
someone
scene-
might have died in that Shakespeare film he made about the Ghost Rider. I think he made that. But that had to add like
So,
3 people,
okay.
maybe.
They're okay. And then these people are. This is what makes this movie for me is like
Amazing. Yeah.
Then they just
Right
show her
here.
husband
They
put in
get off.
jail because he's pointed a gun at a superior officer.
the mom and stepdaughters are still grieving as everybody else is happy.
Hey, they shouldn't yuck somebody else's yum. I mean, they'd really be bummers if they tried to bring down the mood right now.
Everybody's so happy.
See, he said, I'm so sorry.
Where's the stepdad? No, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
I'm so sorry. That's it. That's all she gets. The daughter's going like, eh.
But I'm still here, so it's
Patrick
fine.
Wilson just looks apathetic, whether he's hugging his son back hello or telling somebody he's sorry that their dad died.
Yeah.
He just has the same face. I'm sorry, but I love you, son.
They're all filled with
Anyways,
hope.
all right, whatever.
And a family lost their dad and they don't give a shit.
He said, I'm sorry. What more do you want?
And here we go. Mega structure.
I want like a Hellraiser with mega structures at the core of it. Like,
You want this guy to turn into a Hellraiser guy?
yes.
I've studied humanity, and I've discovered I don't really like you all.
He's God now.
He's still got shitty
How great is
resolution.
that? He's God now.
Sequel. That's not.
I like how he
gonna
still doesn't
happen.
like shave his beard or anything. He's just like, no, I'm perfectly happy with how I was.
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin.
Well, Buzz Aldrin's there with him in the mega structure.
Buzz Aldrin.
Mummy. I have to explain this to you too. All right, just talk to Patrick Wilson.
This is his reward for saving the day. He gets his mom and a cat.
He just turns his mom into a supermodel. The AI is like, really? He's like, what?
And then afterwards, he has to process through some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I thought you wanted to be with your mom. He's like, well, not really. I mean, yeah, I was kind of tired of her. We can do whatever we want. We're going to make 2 moons, and neither one of them will be... Wait, they are space stations, actually. Obi-Wan was wrong.
Directed by Roland Emmerich, if you
Yeah,
can't
they-
tell. That's what
Actually, think
Could've
we were
just
gonna
been
do a
like-
sequel?
No credits, and we all would have been like Roland Emmerich. We know.
Did they really think they were gonna do a sequel?
I think
Yeah.
he was hoping for it.
He was hoping for it.
You know what they were missing? A picture of Will Smith. They had that in the Independence Day sequel.
Just a... Yeah, well,
Oh yeah.
he
That
wasn't
was
in the
hilarious.
first Moonfall, though. So...
I don't care. Just put a random picture of him from Independence Day in there.
No, there would be a sequel if Randy Quaid playing his character from Independence Day walked in on
In the sequel to this, they put a
car. I don't know his.
They put a picture of Donald Sutherland up for some reason.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows
Yeah,
why.
there's a portrait.
Sutherland Strikes Back. He's gonna be in the movie for even.
Nobody even knows who he is,
And
other
then-
than who was it? Halle Berry that talked to him. Everybody else is just looking up
And then
at it like,
Randy
who
Quaid
is
says-
who?
Who's this guy?
Randy Quaid walks in and says, "I need to tell you about the Moonfall initiative."
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
For roping.
You're a jabroni.